what's up traders, Dave FX Hunter here. In this video I want to show you the part of my trading tool, and it's gonna be this thing called the rectangle, which allow us to focus just on the trading without doing the difficult calculations and preparing of the trades and difficult filling up the orders here in the platform, the numbers and the things. So we can simply focus just on the trades, where to play them, plan them and execute them, and yeah, simply it's making my trading much more easier. And I want to show you this because I share this template and I think you will might like it too. So basically this tool, the intention of this was to make the trading easier. So if I want to go buy right now, for example, from here, no matter right now about the price section, right? I could think, let's say here is some level and I want to trade it, I want to go buy. So basically I just bring the cursor here and I will click the buy. Right, so currently this is just the trade projection. It's not the trade yet. If I want to make it a trade, I need to activate it by the clicking to this face and change it to the sun. Of course, I have to have my this auto trading on, and as well in the setting of the EA I need to allow the trading here as well, otherwise the trade will not be activated. So the trade is activated currently, and if the price as this changed to the pink color from the yellow, it will execute the trade. I can deactivate it simply by bringing the cursor to the trade and clicking the number 8 on the keyboard. So currently trade is deactivated, now it's activated. The magic thing is that if I want to change the stop loss, if I wanted to change the stop loss distance in the past, I had to always recalculate my position. So what I had to do is to cancel the trade, bring the position size calculator, and then bring the trade back again. Right now I'm just doing it in here, and below here in this informative window I can see everything as the current lot size, stop loss distance, take profit distance, risk reward, in the money how much I will lose, how much I will win, in the percentage. As well I can use this button to close all positions, and as well I can set up my targets for all the running trades, which I think is very good because sometimes your trades go to the big profits overnight when we're sleeping, and shame they are not closed. So for example, if your account is 5,000 and let's say you wanna close all trades, if you reach 5,300 on the equity, you need to set up 5,300 and all your trades will be closed when this reaches 5,300, right? So currently we have this trade, it will be set as the buy limit and we will have the risk 1%. I can change this risk and trade management by doing the settings of the EA, and it's here. So I can change the trade management. With the filling number 1, it will be trade risk per trade by the percentage, which I have set right now to the 1, and you can of course change it to the 0.5 or whatever you want to do per your trade, and then you can set it as the templates and just changing the templates and etc. If I fill up number 2, it will be risking the money per the trade. So for someone who wants to risk just for example $20 per the trade, set up number 2 and it will be taking $20 or whatever you set. Number 3, it will be taking the fixed lot size. However, I don't recommend this because this is, I think, is the worst management you can do. Right now the maximum slippage for the entry in the percentage of stop loss distance. So what that means, if my stop loss distance is the 30 pips, my maximum entry distance from my requested price will be 2% from that. So from the 30 pips it's like 0.6 pips. This is the protection from the monster candle move. So what can basically happen is if the price right now sharply drop down, the broker can give you the slippage. Of course, they don't give you the maximum big slippage always, but for example, a couple months ago, it happened on the gold. When it dropped down, it was something like 900 pips, and broker execute me really low than I wanted. So this is to protect you, and your trade will be executed maximum 2% of the distance of the complete stop loss distance. Next settings is the risk reward for the moving stop loss to the break even. I have set number 1. So what's that mean? If my risk, which is this red distance, is 30 pips, will be made in the profit, which is again around the 30 pips, the EA will automatically move the stop loss to the break even. Right? Next thing is the percentage of the profit of the partial close. I have it set in the default to the 0.8. So what's that mean? If the EA will be in the 80% of the profit, it will close the half of the position and move the stop loss to the break even. And the last thing is the spread multiplier for the break even. I have in the default number 3. That means that, for example, not on the Euro USD but other pairs have a much bigger spread. So for example, if the spread is the 3, my multiplier is 3 as well, so it will move the break even 9 pips above your entry, right? So this is just to the settings. Right now to this trade management. So as said, here is the automatically position size calculated per my stop loss distance, which is very cool thing, I think, because it saves you a lot of adjustments. So right now, if the trade is opened, let's leave it to execute it. So I will move it like that right now. So hopefully it will open a trade. As said, we have to activate the trade. With this number 1, if I click into this, I will receive the notification if the price reach this open price or the stop loss or whatever. So what I can do as well, if I deactivate the trade, but I have activated this number 1 as a notification, I can actually receive just the notification that the price is on my entry, but the trade will not be activated, and then I can decide if I activate it. So it's perfect to have it as trading plans and doing the decisions later. As well, I don't have to too much think about the buy limits or sell or the buy stops. Currently, if the price is above, of course it will execute as a buy stop. If I put it below, it will execute as a buy limit, which is perfect. So currently as well, with the number 8, I will show some shortcuts, right? So with the number 8, I will activate or deactivate the trade. With the number 7, I will hide the colors. So this thing is still working, as this line will open my trade. This will be my stop loss. This will be my take profit. So I will right now try to move it close to the price. So it will, and you see the trade is activated right now with this risk reward. Cool. So the trade is activated and it's running. So basically like this is working. I will close it again, and the trade will not be opened again, because once it activated, it will deactivate it, but the algorithm still works and it will be moving the stop loss to the break even and doing these adjustments. So for example, I want to plan some new trade and I just want to delete all of this. I can click the number 9 when I'm on this trade and it will be deleted. If I want to delete completely everything from the platform, from this chart, I click to the delete and it will delete everything. So I can, let's say I want to trade some different trades. I won't plan them, and yeah, so right now I will show you the this tool which I like a lot, and I think it's very powerful. So for example, I want to trade let's say the channel, right? So if let's say I have the channel like this, for example, and I want to trade the sell of this top of the channel or the buy of this channel. Of course, always what we had to do is to set up the trade only horizontally like this in the past, with the placing the order in the platform like that. But you know, of course, it's better. It's good right now. It's of course working because we have seen actually where it hits this channel, right? But if you want to do it as a, if you are here and you want to do it as a sell limit, you don't know if they hit the channel here or here. So what we had to do is to place a trade in here. Sorry, so what we had to do is to place a trade, for example, in here, and then you know, our stop loss, it's too close. So what we wanted to do is basically this. We want to have a, now let me turn off these colors here. So what we basically want to do is to trade the touch of the channel, so we can draw it actually like this. This is our target, this is our entry, and this is our entry, and this one would be our stop loss, let's say like that, right? And with the clicking on the face or with the number 8, I will activate the trade again. So right now, if the price hit this line, the trade will be activated like this, right? So this is really cool, I think. So we can trade these diagonal entries, right? So right now I can delete it all again, and I can delete this as well too. But if I just change the time frame, it will disappear, because I have a shortcuts for the drawings here as well. So for example, but I will not show this here. In this video I wanted to show just these things. So here is these shortcuts, so I will repeat them again. Buy for the buy limit or the buy stop, doesn't matter, you know, like this, right? So doesn't matter. If I set it like this, EA will automatically execute it with the risk reward ratio. If I want to delete this trade right away, I simply click D. If I want to go sell, for example, sell limit, I can just go here, you know, and click on sell, or I can put the sell below it and it will execute as a sell stop. What else I can do? I can delete it right now as set. If, for example, we have this trend line here which was broken and we want to trade this retest, so what I can do is to bring this sell trade. I can draw it like a trend line. I can set up some, you know, sell stop loss, some take profit. With the number 7 shortcut, I will hide these colors, I will activate a trade, and what basically gonna happen right now is, if the price reach this level, it will open my sell trade. I will try to manipulate it right now, so it will open right away, so we can see, boom, you see, and the trade is here. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, so this is for this rectangle tools and automatic risk management tools. Alright, bye bye.